Right, we're going to do a video on the rear brake lights on the Range Rover Sport. So if you come over here and have a look at our brake light on our Project Range Rover Sport, you'll notice he's had better days. So on the top of the car there, you've got a hard life. You're exposed to all the sun and the rain and the cold. And the car's got 15 years old now, we were just working out on Gary. And you can see that they've lost their luster, and it lets the car down a bit really. It makes it look a little bit less than prestige vehicle it should be. So we've got two options here. So you could just replace it with the factory like for like, or you could go for this smoked version. Obviously we're going to go for the smoked version. So you can see there the smoked one, and we've got, so it's got red LEDs inside here, so it's going to give us a red light obviously. They come complete with connectors, so they should be all ready to plug and play. And obviously we've gone for the smoke to match our lovely smoked rear lights. And we think the sort of red and black theme we're building on is gonna look quite good with that in there, don't we? I think that's gonna look okay. Right. So unfortunately, so the fixings are at the back here, which is under here, and you can't get to it from under here. You've got to take the spoiler off. So let's have a go and see if we can remember how to do this now. Right, as I remember, the fixings are accessible under this little plastic panel here. So this plastic panel should pull off. We'll have a look at the poppers and the fixings. There you go. So I've slid that one out there. We'll have to pop that one out. But let's stand out in the light, Gary. So you can see these fixings. There, these sort of go over. They've all come out quite nicely. That one just slid out sideways. I could slide it back in, or I'll probably use that trim tool to pop him out and put him back in here, ready to go. Right, now that should then expose the fixings for the spoiler. So we've got one central one here. We've got one at the side here. I'm all greased up, look at me. And another one here. So let's get a socket and get those undone. Okay, so we've got to remove this little clip here while I'm here, I'll forget. So I'll use these little tool there, you can see that. And I'll just pop that back, because otherwise I'll forget when I get to the end. Look. There you go, happy days. Right, let's have a look. So we've got these 10mm, so a 10mm socket we need on these. There you go. Let's have a look. We got a washer there as well. We got like a sort of flanged nut. So let me whip those. You have a little look there, Gary. I'll have the other one off on the other side. I cheated. I loosened them. Okay, and that's the same again. Getting grease on my boot, and then where's that one in the middle there? Right now. We were just trying to, so yeah, all of those, all the same. Like a clever little thing with a little sort of, I guess that stops the water getting in the end of the thread, like a little dome nut. Yeah. Cool. Right then, so let's have a look now. Okay, so after you've got to take those three, you've got to close that tailgate, open this tailgate, right, and then there's a couple more fixings. So this one here, so let's have a go with that one. Torx T40 on that one. Yeah, so my ratchet's gone wander about, so I'm on We've been all over the place today, haven't we, Gary? Yeah. Doing multiple projects on. Right, I'll do that, and then there's one over this side as well. You don't need to watch me struggle without my socket. Same position, just on the other side. Okay, so we've undone the bolts here. This one doesn't want to come out, but I think it's alright. Let's have a look, Gary. Let's come around the side here, and let's have a look. Is that gonna now? Yeah, that'll come out. So I don't know quite why it's stuck in there, but if it's happy being stuck in there, we'll leave it, shall we? Now, somewhere on here, there should be a brake cable coming through that we've got to unplug. Well, let's check we've got the spoiler off first. There we go. Right, let's have a look. What have we got? Let me lower this down slowly without trapping anyone's fingers. Right, how are we looking? Right, so we've got the connector here. What have we got? We've got to press that down. and pull that out. Right, is that all we've got? Have we got a rear wash wipe going there as well? Where does that one go? I'll put it off the back here. It's easier. Where's the other end? Oh, what have we got under here? Ah, look, what have they got under here? Look, they got a joiner under this bit of foam. It's somewhat dilapidated. I think that's like a one-way valve. But if we, it should act as a joiner as well. Whoa, there we go. Right, have we got that up ready now?
There you go.
Right, let's come over to the table. So obviously we could put a bit of foam down here. We'll do that. We'll look pro, Gary. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn it over here. And then we should have, lo and behold, some Torx fittings there. So I think we're on the home straight now. Okay, so I've got a little Torx screwdriver now. I'm going to get these rusty screws. They look a little bit rusty, but let's have a look what they... Sorry, I've got my fingers in the way. Right, let's have a look. So, oh, there's little self-tappers. They're not too bad, are they? Right, so how many of those we got? And are they all the same? There we go. 2. Right, and we have a look how that cable comes out of there. 3. 4. Right. There we go. Flip him over and he's good. I think we have to pull it this way, so there you go. Get there. And then thread the right. So there we go. So that way, see that don't drop them. See these little clips here, Garrick. You got the angle on those, look.
Yeah.
So that's where you have to. So and when you put it in, you have to sort of get that in, and then they tuck into there. So that's where you have to put it in and then slide it forward. So you have to. It'll start a little bit back and then slide it forward. Right. We'll get the new one in. We'll put it all back together and then have a look at it on the car. Right, I hate putting stuff back together all dirty, so it's a nice thing when you do it yourself, you can get it clean. And when garages do things, I'm not going to go at garages because they've got to make money, they're businesses. But if you do it yourself, you can just, that's rocking there, you can just spend an extra 10 minutes, can't you, Gary?
Yeah.
Now it's all nice and together then. Right, there we go. Whoop, whoop. Right, now just make sure where that cable comes. Where's that cable coming out? Is it? Yeah, he's found his right way to the right place. Right, so he's all seated back properly, and then we'll know because the screw holes will line up underneath. Yeah, they probably ain't got enough light. I don't know if I get them under the light. There you go, Gary. Can you see there? You can see the holes are lining up. Right, this time I really will get on and show you it finished. Okay, so we've just cleaned all this area up here, got that all nice and clean. Right, do you want to offer that up, Gary, and then you have to sort of support it there. Maybe I'll help you. And then you need to reconnect the brake light. That should give you a bit more length. And then you've got the washer hose there. That's it. Give that a squidge. Check those aren't going to get trapped anywhere. They look fine, don't they? Right, and then lower that down onto those studs. Well done. And that should then, if we lift that tailgate up, we can have a go at getting those torque bolts back in. So yeah, we'll just get this one here stayed here, so we should better get that one to re-engage. We've got a moment of keenness. We're just going to put a bit of copper grease on the end of this bolt here. See if I can do this and hold the camera. There you go, just to stop it seizing, because they look a bit weathered, those. So let's get that one in there. It's probably me that's going to be able to take this off again. There we go. And there we go. That's the finished brake light there, installed on the back of our Range Rover Sport. So it's hard to see with all the lights, but we'll get that out and we'll do our top 50 accessories. But I think you've got an idea of there we go, that's the brake light fitted. So good luck if you're having to go with that.